Okay. My name is David Bly. I'm your instructor for Introductory Chemistry, CHEM100. And what I want to do today is walk you through our the course, the web-based course, using our new learning management system called Brightspace, Desire to Learn. For those of you who were familiar with Blackboard, you're going to find a completely different look to Brightspace. And that's why I want to do this video to show you where everything is. So what I want to do now is to share that into, here we go. Here we have the home screen for New River, and for now you'll have to go into your New River, My New River portal, the single sign-on portal. Go in there, and if you have logged on to it once today, then your computer will remember that and you won't have to log in again. See, I've already been on this once today. It may ask you for your username and password. And if it does, then you'll get something that looks a little like this. Probably won't have that many selections, but you'll be looking for this one right here, D2L. That's your Brightspace. So if you click on that, let's see. There you go. This will take you to the home page for Brightspace. At this point, you're not inside the course. You're only at Brightspace, the New River Brightspace homepage. And I want to stop here for a second and show you these items. You have access to training information and some videos. So you can go to each one of these and it will help orient you to the new learning environment. When you want to go to your course, you could scroll down even further and find your course down here. And on this side, you'll find New River calendar of events, things that are happening at the school, not specific to the course, but just general activity dates. Okay. So before we leave this, every page will have this list of things up here called the mini bar. And from right to left, you'll have here some admin tools. We're not going to go into those. You'll have your profile. So if you click on that, you can change your profile, add a picture if you want. Notifications, which I'm not interested in. Change your settings. If you have vision problems, if you need larger fonts, for instance, you can change them there, or you can log out. These other things I'm not interested in those either. Update alerts, subscription alerts, message alerts, maybe they might be useful. Emails, instant messages, you can check them there. And then this part right here is what we call the Nav Bar. That was the mini bar. This is the Nav Bar. And these tools will be available for whatever you're doing within Brightspace that's independent of the course. So you have some Brightspace resources here. I guess system check will see if your system is compatible. You can do that. You can do some administrative functions. They're kind of limited, of course, since you're the student and not an instructor. Mine are even limited because I'm not a system administrator. But there are some tools available. I'm not sure what Discover is. WVNet. Okay. That's not important for us right now. LOR is a learning repository. We don't need to worry about those either. My home, if you're anywhere and you click on my home, it'll take you back to this page. It's the same thing as that little house up there on the right. If you click that house, it'll take you back to this place. Zoom is not going to do much for you here also. Okay, so now we need to find the course. So I'm going to use the course selector. And there's CHEM100. Now this, depending on which CHEM100, I teach two versions of CHEM100. One of them is the web only, and another one is a face-to-face combination with Zoom. This is the face-to-face combination with Zoom, but it's structured exactly the same for the web-based course. So your CRN may be different, but that's not a problem. Okay, this is what it will look like. And notice you have the mini bar and the nav bar here, just like before. There's a little welcome message that I haven't completed yet. It's not going to be that elaborate. So I want to focus on the nav bar. For CHEM100, there should not be, first of all, I want to change over to the student view. So the course will look like it's going to look when the student goes into it. Okay, now let's see if there are any assignments. And so we've got a couple. I'm going to try to get rid of this one because I'm not going to use that. But this, know the periodic table and 50 ways to name your compound. These are 2 extra credits that you can complete, and the syllabus will tell you when they're due. Also, I think in the course somewhere it tells you where they're due also. But you'll print off these documents, complete them, and submit them. So let's say if I click on this know the periodic table, it'll take you here and tell you that's extra credit. Yeah, due before the exam, the second exam on module 2, there we go. And here's the document. If you click on that, then it'll download it for you. If you're in, let's see, which browser am I in? I'm in Google Chrome. It'll put it down here. If you're in Firefox, it'll probably put the download way up here in the upper right-hand corner with some icon up there to tell you you're downloading. Then, let's see, you just print that off and complete it, and then scan it or photograph it and dump it back in. Let's see if there's a place, there should be a place to put it here. Yeah, here's your submission. Add a file, and then submit, and I'll get the product. Okay, let's go back. Oh, excuse me. That was assignments. Class progress should show you something about your standing in the course. I'm not sure how it's going to appear. There are probably a lot of things here in Brightspace that I can't tell you about because I haven't investigated them yet. And you may learn about them in one of those videos that I showed you on the landing page for training and orientation. This one is an interesting one, class list. That tells you everybody that's in the class, right, including your instructor. And you can instant message, which I'm not sure how that works, but email I do. You can email everybody from here. And you don't have to go searching through the catalog or the directory for the entire school to find your classmates or your instructor. This way, it's limited to just those few people. Okay, and there's another way to get to this one I'll show you later. I'm gonna skip content. We'll come back to that one in a minute. Course home. Okay, takes you back to the first page of the course. Discussions, nothing there. I don't use discussions. I don't use groups. Grades. Okay. That will show you your grades. These assignments, let's see. Some of these shouldn't be there actually. All right. Here are your exams or your tests. You're going to have a syllabus knowledge check. And you'll take that test and it'll ask you questions about the syllabus. So you got to read the syllabus to answer these. And you get 1% credit on your final score with this exercise. You don't need Respondus Lockdown Browser to do this one. That's independent of that. For the rest of them, this practice test is not graded. I mean, it may show you a grade, but I don't average that one in. The practice test is just to help you weed out any problems with your hardware so that when you come around to take a bona fide exam, you don't have to worry about whether your system is going to be able to do it for you. But it does use Respondus Monitor and Lockdown Browser, as do the rest of the exams here. There will be a comprehensive final exam. And then there are some reviews. These will show you a grade, but those grades do not enter into your course average. These are to help you master the material. And the grades are there to show you whether you're doing well on these chapters. Some of them are easy, some of them are moderate. See, there's chapter 2, easy, moderate. There's 3, easy. There's 4, easy, moderate. Sometimes you only have easy, some you have moderate. There might be a difficult in there too, but I separated them like that so that you could know what to expect. Are these difficult problems and questions, or are they moderately difficult, or are they really bad? See, there are a few difficult. But those grades, any grades here are not averaged into your final score. These, however, are. These are your homeworks, chapter 1, 2, 3, all the way down to 18. These homework grades, and I'll show you later how to register for the homework. Okay, so that's where you look at your grades. Quizzes, Brightspace calls all exams or of any kind, any testing is called a quiz. Even though if it's a full-blown exam, they still call it a quiz. So here we'll show you, we'll give you a direct link to the review for chapter 1. And I can't preview the whole thing. There should be a start quiz button down here at the bottom. And you should see that if you're logged in as a student. I'm logged in as an instructor looking at it as a student, and the programmers for this learning management system didn't see fit to let me see the start quiz button. So there it is. Okay, so there's all your quizzes. It's probably better if you go to most of these things from within content. That's where we're going next. Click content, and you'll see everything that you will need to be successful in the courses right here. Now, if you see something up here that's not the table of contents, click on the table of contents, and there you go. If it's expanded too much and it's just too cluttered, collapse all. Right? And that collapses all the modules, and the submodules are collapsed into the modules. And then if you want to see an individual, and if you want to expand an individual one, you just click that caret. Or you can go over here to the table of contents and click it. And it'll expand it here, plus it'll show it over here on the right. Okay. So let's go back to the table of contents for a minute. And there'll be textbook information, how to contact me, my office hours. All of this stuff is going to be in the syllabus. So if you see anything here, you know it's extracted from the syllabus. And I haven't put it in there yet, but it will be there. If you're web-based, then you won't need to pay attention to this Zoom link, because that takes you to the Zoom course at the designated day of the week and time. And you can zoom in to the course. If you're taking the web course and you have this Zoom link available, then you can join the Zoom meeting. That's no problem at all. But if you click on that and you want to join the Zoom meeting, then there should be, oh, I haven't set them up yet. I'm sorry. There will be a selection here, and it'll tell you which one is coming next. So we'll skip that for right now. Let's see. Getting started with Cengage. Yes. These are some things for your homework for this course is called OWL. And these are some instructional videos. If you need to do some, draw some chemical formulas, the Chem Doodle is their app that they use to draw those formulas in the homework. So this would be a good exercise to investigate. All right. Let's see, that was getting started. Here's your ebook. Let's see if I've linked that one already. Yes. So this one will take you to your ebook, but you have to be registered first. So we should do that. We should do that before you do the ebook. So how do you register for Cengage, your OWL homework? All right. I've just gone back to the table of contents, and we scroll down to this one right here. It says homework. Or you can go over here. That one says homework. And if you click on this, then it will take you out to Cengage. And if you already have an account, you can sign in. If you don't have an account, then it'll take you through the process of registering. That's why, and it's important that you register from within Brightspace. Do it like I just did it. The reason for that is when you get grades for your homework in Cengage, if you register outside of Brightspace, and I mean up in the Brightspace gradebook, and that's what you want. You want to get credit for your grades. So once you signed in, then it'll take you to the homework page. But at this point, all you want to do is register. All right, now, suppose you have trouble registering, right? What do you do then? Well, let's see. Have I prepared that for you yet? Man, maybe not. Shoot. I'll put some information in here for Cengage office hours. Cengage is offering office hours with specialists that will help you register if you're having trouble through the whole month of January and into the first week or two of February. So I'll put that in there. Let's see, these OWL registration instructions. Let me see what that is. Okay, this takes you to a Cengage page, and the instructions here are designed to help you register, access, and use the OWL homework application. But if you're still having trouble, then you want to go back to want to connect with Cengage through those office hours, and they will be here. I just have to put them in. All right. So, and here's a connection for your email. It'll take you to the same place we went to before, to the class list. Right. So there you have access to, you can send emails. You can't receive them here, but you can send them here. If you want to receive emails, you've got to open up your New River account, either on the New River website and using the web-based app, or if you have a client, you can connect your client to that account and get it. You need to check your homework, your email at least once a day, because I don't contact my class any other way except through email. All right, so let's go back to this one. And let's see, this other stuff is the same for every class. So we won't stop there. Let's look at start here. All right, start here. Let me collapse it. Collapse. Okay, there's the syllabus. If you open the syllabus up, you'll get my schedule and the syllabus. These are not current, so I'm not going to go in there now. But if you click on them, it'll download those PDF files. Free PDF reader. Right? Adobe Acrobat is probably your best bet. I've tried to use Foxbit and it works, but it's not quite as friendly as Adobe Acrobat. Let's see. These links to self-help and odds and ends, you can look at those at your leisure. They're just, I try to put them in there to help my students along, and I put them in order of importance. I'd start with Khan Academy. If you need a discussion of a topic that's not coming from my mouth, then Khan Academy is a good one to go to. Let's see. Getting started. Okay. I already showed you that one, didn't I? All right, here's the ebook, and the ebook will, in order to register for this class, the textbook is actually Cengage Unlimited. And it gives you the e-textbook, and it gives you the registration code for the homework. If you want a hard copy, feel free to buy one. In the syllabus, I've given you the ISBN number, so you can get the correct hard copy. Or Cengage will send you a hard copy for rent, just for the cost of mailing it. And then you send it back at the end of the semester. But if you want a copy of your own, then you can buy a used copy, right, for just a few dollars. I know a lot of my students like to have hard copies, but this ebook this is where you will access the ebook. And let's see. Yeah, there it is. I should be able to go in there because I'm registered as an instructor. So it'll pop up. Well, I'm not going to take the time to do that. Let's go back. All right, so there's your ebook. Practice tests. This is a practice test for respondents. This is the one where if you click on it and you go in here, then it's going to ask you to launch Lockdown Browser from within. That's what's different this semester than it was with Blackboard. With Blackboard, you had to start the Lockdown Browser first and then open the course in your browser. Open the course in the Lockdown Browser in order to proceed. Brightspace, that's probably one of the better things about Brightspace is it's integrated. So you can be in your normal browser and launch Lockdown Browser, and then the practice test will be your next stopping point. If you don't have Lockdown Browser installed yet, then you can go here and download and install your Lockdown Browser. You only have to do that once. Then you can launch it each time. I'm not going to launch it now because the preview for the instructor doesn't give you a complete view of what you're going to see. Well, maybe I will do it. No. On second thought, it's going to force me to shut things down in order to go in there. So I don't want to do that right now. All right, so let's go back to the start here. And we've done the practice test. The syllabus test is the one I was where you will get credit for a 1% on your total grade, credit for doing the syllabus test. This is to encourage you to read the syllabus. And you take this test from within Brightspace, no Lockdown browsers required. You just take this test and you can have your syllabus right there in front of you to take it. And then submit it when you're finished. Then we get to the individual modules, right? And they will vary as to how many chapters are covered. The syllabus schedule will show you all that, but this will also show you. So here you have, let's see, we're gonna have 3 chapters in module 1. Okay. You can look at the objectives here if you want. It'll pop up as a web page. Here's your periodic table. Right. Here is, let's see, PowerPoint slides. Right, let's open that up. So here you have PowerPoint slides in the PowerPoint slide format. So you have to have Microsoft Office installed. Or you can look at the PDF file, or you can call it up in your browser, HTML5. So if you click on that, then this is what it would look like. And you can look at the slides just like you would see them in a PowerPoint presentation, including all the animations. Okay, so I'm going to go back. Let's see. Let's go back to module 1. Here we go. The periodic table. Let me say a word about the periodic table. I put the periodic table in this section, and you're not going to need to have these all memorized for the first module, but those that are in red are the ones I want you to memorize. And since it may take a while for you to acquire that knowledge, I'm going to give you a head start. So you make yourself some flashcards with a symbol on one side and the name on the other. So you put H on one side and hydrogen on the other, and make that stack of cards, and then drill yourself and learn those symbols, the ones that are in red. Like I said, you won't need that until module 2, but if you wait till you get to module 2, it might be a little more than you want to deal with at that time. So I'll give you a running head start. Let's see. Let's go back. Where was I? Module 1. Here we go. Okay. Then there's chapter 2. And these are the slides that go with it. These are the objectives. So I've got the PowerPoint slides and the objectives, and PowerPoint slides and objectives, and occasionally, well, actually, even if we don't combine the 2 CHEM100 classes into one, if we keep them separate, you have a web-based course and then the other one, what I will do is when I finish a lecture or a review session, with my face-to-face class, it will be recorded. So I will take that recording and put the link in the web-based course so that you can have that, the benefit of that interaction. This one, this is what it will look like. It'll say link, and it will take you out to YouTube where I store my videos. This one occurred in August of 2021. So that's why I say previous semester, right? This is a previous discussion, but I will post a more recent one here in this relative position. And then you can see the lecture for yourself. You won't be able to interact with me, but you'll see what went on in the class. And here's one for chapter 2 and 3. I did those together on that day. Right. And then the review session here is listed for all 3 chapters for the first exam. Right. So that's what you would expect to see as I complete them in my face-to-face class. Now, this is the connection here to homework. Okay, hold on a second. Yeah, that's fine. If you click on that, then you have these chapter 1 mastery homework, end of chapter EOC, homework for 2, and EOC for 3. This mastery is the only one, chapter 1 is the only one that has mastery in it, because that's all that was available. Chapter 2 to the rest of them will be end of chapter. So these questions are drawn from the end of the chapter, end of each chapter problem sets. You can see them in your textbook. And if you click on them, any one of these, it'll take you directly, once you've registered. If you're registered with Cengage, then once you click on these, it'll take you directly to that assignment. Of course, once you're there, you can navigate to any of the other assignments, but this way you go straight to that assignment and then you just submit it when you're done. And you're able to work on it a little while and save it, work on it a little while and save it. And then when you're finished and you're ready, you submit. I got a bunch of other archive videos in here, right, from past lectures. You can look at those if you want. Most people don't have enough time to do that. These practice tests, these are the reviews I was talking about earlier. So there's your review for chapter 1, easy, chapter 2, easy and moderate, chapter 3, easy. And if you drill yourself in those, you can take them as many times as you want, and it'll grade you each time, and you can find out how you're improving, where you need to work on your question sets. And the structure of these reviews, exactly the same as exams. So it gives you experience taking this type of test online. Let me see, what's this one? Oh, this is the exam, obviously. With each one of the exams, I have a separate document called useful information. These will have constant values. They'll have some formulas in them, information that you might need to answer questions in the exam. What you want to do is, before you start the exam and Lockdown Browser locks you out, then you need to print a copy of this. So I'll just show you this one. Right. So there's some useful information, right? And you'll need to print a copy of that. As the semester progresses, I just add. I don't just put stuff that's there for that chapter. I just add it to it, and it'll get bigger and bigger and bigger. Okay. All righty. So let's go backwards here, back where we were, hopefully. Okay. And there's another Zoom connector, I think. Link to Zoom. Yes. So if you're in my face-to-face / Zoom course, this is where you would go. And click on that, depending on whether it's the right day, right? This one, Tuesday, January 18th at 8 a.m. is when that class will meet. And you click on that and connect through Zoom. You'll need a good internet connection. You'll need a webcam so that I can see you, you can see me, we can hear each other. And then you can zoom into the class that way. Of course, if you're signed up for the face-to-face or Zoom class, then this is the way that you'll meet. If you're in the web class, then I'm not sure how to do that, because you won't be in this course. If we combine everybody into one class, then you'll see this. If we don't, then you'll have to go in by another route, and that will be in the syllabus. It will tell you how to connect through Zoom and reach me in the course. Okay. I'm just trying to think if I had anything else I wanted to say about that. Okay, I believe that's everything. And if you have any questions, you can email me. The syllabus has my contact information, and I'll put contact information over here also. You'll have my office phone at New River Beaver campus. If you call that number, it's 929-5449. If you call that number, there's a pretty good chance I won't be there, or I won't be able to answer it. So just leave a message, and the system converts your voice messages into an audio file and sends them to me by email. So I get them pretty quick, and I can respond. Or if you need a quicker response, you'll have my cell phone. And the best way to use my cell phone is to text me. If you try to call me, then I may not answer. So then you'd have to leave a message, and there'd be a delay. But if you text me, then I'll get it really quick and can respond as soon as I'm able. Okay, that's it. I think. I don't think of anything else that we need to discuss. And good luck.